Well, greetings everyone. Welcome to Cosmic Embrace Soul's Voice. I was preparing for streaming from a different platform to connect everything, so I'm not quite sure if it's working. But welcome to Cosmic Embrace and welcome to Soul's Voice. Welcome to the segment of the topic in reference to the gifts of the soul. And I'm guided to speak about the gifts of the blossoming of the soul in this springtime and what is taking place in our higher wisdom, what is taking place within our beings, what is taking place within our divine heart space, and just wanting to share some things with you. So we're going to begin with the inhalation through the nose and breathing out of the mouth, preparing ourselves to move in a space of releasing. Inhaling and releasing. Giving ourselves permission to release the day. Giving ourselves permission to be in gratitude for this day. Giving ourselves the power of grace. And as we continue to inhaling through the nose, releasing from the top of the head, breathing out, making a AH sound, telling the mind, the body, the spirit, it is time to let go. It is time to move in gratitude. As you're inhaling and releasing, let's just begin to pull in the vibration of gratitude, what that feels like. Sense it, feel it, and acknowledge it within your beingness. As we are clearing out the clutter of the mind today, as we are clearing out false perceptions of yourself that you carried today, that you may have judged within yourself. Just allowing yourself to release down through the neck, through the arms. As we are clearing any false perceptions and judgments of things that you did not complete on this day, but allowing the breath to be of gratitude for the things that you were able to accomplish in your wholeness, mind, body, and spirit, in gratitude for the functioning of your limbs, breathing in gratitude and releasing. Breathing in gratitude, moving it down into your sacred heart. So you are releasing any heaviness that you're holding on this day in your heart space. Inhaling gratitude, moving it down through the torso, your solar flex, moving into your womb and releasing, allowing your body to move in a circle if you like, or swaying back and forth. Just relaxing, loosening up your hips, calming your being and moving into that deeper space of gratitude for yourself on this day. Pulling all of the energy down now through the legs, throughout the feet. Just allowing your body to completely release your day. And we're going to take in one more inhalation and breathing out. Inhaling and breathing out. Inhaling and breathing out. So I hope that was a great beginning for you to just allow yourself to move yourself to a space of detangling the mind, your thoughts of the day, allowing yourself to give yourself this space and this time of love. Just gently inhaling and releasing. It's been a very emotional time for us. So we are just moving in a deepening of gratitude and self-love and guidance and understanding and appreciation and acceptance. Just inhaling and releasing. One more inhalation. Allowing yourself now to move into a tranquil, cooling space. Move yourself into the sweetness of spring. Flowers are growing and blossoming. The rain is cleansing to feed the earth to blossom. And as the earth is being fed with sacred water and sunshine to grow, allow it to do the same for self, for you are a part of the sacred earth. You are the earth. So as the earth is in the space of growing and blossoming, your spirit is in that space as well. Allowing your sacred heart to move in a space to blossom. One more inhale and breathe out. I hope that was fulfilling for you. So welcome to Cosmic Embrace, the segment of Soul's Voice. I am Goddess Mariposa. Thank you all for joining me and jumping on today just to share with me I'm bringing forth the guided messages of the soul's voice and giving us some is happening with our energy right now upon the planet, so that we're able to get a deeper understanding of what it is we're feeling, what the heart is saying to us, how the heart is communicating to us, what part of our beings are more heightened in the space of energy or in the space of pain. And today I want to talk about, as I'm trying to bring my energy down here, because the guides are really keep pulling us back into a meditation. So we're going to just allow that energy to be present, that energy of gratitude and acknowledgement of ourselves, an acknowledgement of our sacred hearts and what it is that we are releasing, what it is that we are acknowledging within self that is needed, that is required for you at this time in your journey. So the first energy, I want to pull some geometries that I was guided to give direction, and I always kind of see what topic I'm going to talk about, but they were definitely clear about the gifts of the soul and saying like the blossoming of April. And I'm directed in this energy of the rebirth and allowing ourselves, and I pull this beautiful card from the ego to our authentic self, and the frequency, the vibrational current, and the energies that are moving through our planet from our galactic center to bring forth healing and balance within our beings. A lot of the energy that we're feeling, a lot of sadness, a lot of anger as well. Things are kind of bothering us that we didn't normally pay attention to, but at this time in the energetic frequencies that are present is this space of making us deal with our inner truth. And the part of the inner truth is the sacred heart. A lot of focus on the internal heart, those things and those secrets that we carry within ourselves that we choose not to share, we choose not to speak upon, and we allow ourselves to stuff it into our sacred suitcases or our sacred boxes within our being. Those boxes are open. And in this time that we're in, it's about really dealing with those underbelly wounds. They are like sitting on top of the chest now. It is very present. So I want to kind of start it in a space of how I talked about energetically about the rebirthing. And that rebirthing process is how you are allowing yourself to feel, sense, and be guided by your intuition and your higher wisdom, and no longer being afraid to listen to self. And what that looks like. That looks like some things that you have to let go of, some things that you have to have those serious heart-to-heart conversations with your loved ones in your relationships with self first. And those things can be painful. Those things can be confusing as well. But when you are allowing yourself to say, I'm tired and I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of yourself, right? Of your own internal behaviors, of your own judgments, of your own self-judgment about things that you have about yourself and the self-judgments that you have about others. And understanding what judgment really means. If you are in a space of judging a person about because of something how you feel, that is an opinion. It's about understanding and redefining what judgment means. Some of us all automatically assume that judgment is something that I'm saying to a person in a space of disgust or disrespect or dishonoring. And be it so, some of those things are true, but we tend to use this energy, and in my own personal life use this energy in a space of maybe quite not using the proper words. And when we're understanding how powerful our words are within our emotional selves, we have to learn how to find a different way to say things to self as well as our loved ones in our relationships that we have, so that we're able to get a different response from that being or yourself, if we're moving in it from a space of love, where there is a space to say, hey, I love you, I honor you, but this is what hurts me, or this is what I'm uncomfortable about. And not being afraid to speak that level of truth to yourself first, and to your partner, your family, your friends, and business. It's around the whole board. It's about really understanding relationships. And that is another big part of a rebirth, and rebirthing the way that you communicate, right? Rebirthing the way that you see self. Everything can be a process of rebirth, the way that you love. So, and you're allowing yourself now in this time to be able to have those internal reflections and allow yourself to feel the pain and the discomfort that you have carried for years and years since childhood, right? And to be able to go within that space, and this energy that's upon us is teaching us you gotta go there, because the body is rejecting us. It's like the body is rejecting emotional toxicity and what it does to our beingness, what it does to our mind, our body, and our spirit. And it is showing itself so clearly now, to where, you know how normally you would probably say, oh, that stuff usually didn't even bother me. I don't even understand why I'm so sensitive. I don't understand why I just can't handle that anymore. Because your higher wisdom is vibrating and shifting. And as we go in deeper into this space of awakening, we are raising our vibrational frequencies. When you begin to completely understand that I am frequency, I am sound turned into form, that these vibrations that comes from your throat is vibration. Words are magic, and they go into the ether and make form. And the first thing it hits is the canal of the ear, which is the first thing that's developed within our beings, because we are sound beings. We need sound to create. So when you begin to understand that my words have power, my thoughts becomes things, my words speak it forth. So when you're able to excuse me, learn how to speak into yourself and have a relationship in a line of communication from your thoughts, right, that goes into your beingness and out of your mouth into your sacred heart, and how it feeds you in your soul, your blueprint, you're able to understand, oh, I'm getting why now I am unable to handle certain energy now. I'm super sensitive to certain words now. I'm super sensitive to certain environments and certain people. And it's going to be necessary to shift, and you can use rebirthing self. So you're able to shift. So you're able not to be afraid to release those relationships and thought patterns that you've carried for so long in your life. And you have moved now in a space to say, how can I change myself? I need to rebirth myself. I need to love myself more. I need to treat myself differently. I need to feed my being differently. I need to speak my truth differently. I need to take time within myself. It is required now at this time that a lot of us are, getting some of us are going inwardly, quietly, because remember, we always say spring, but really understand spring is the opening, the blossoming. So a lot of us are wanting to clean our house, clean our space, declutter self, begin to create certain rituals that we're doing daily. Some of us are doing things automatically and not realizing. And some of those ritualistic things that we do daily are no longer serving us because energetically we are beginning to shift. So you're going to have to begin to feed your spirit differently. And that can be just by starting, hey, the way that I wake up in the morning, right? The way that I welcome my being to the planet in the morning. And that's creating a daily ritual. That's maybe you take 5 deep breaths before you wake up, before you touch your phone. We have to remember that we are energetic beings, and those phones have programs and codings for us to automatically now be addicted to the energy. And all of us are. So we have to allow ourselves space and grace to implement something and interconnect with yourself before you are bringing forward all of those things outside of yourself into your world, into your sacred space. Make that time for yourself. It can just be 10 minutes in the morning, welcoming your breath into your body, right? Setting your intention of your day, right? Just allowing yourself to create space for you so that you are not getting up, immediately going into a high vibrational frequency, touching the phone, and then you go boom into chaos and rush mode. And then you're not allowing yourself to check in. You're getting up, you get the phone, you drink your coffee, you get in the tub, and you sit down and work like a lot of you all work from home. And a lot of that is the routine. So we have to allow ourselves to say that's enough. And allow ourselves to say, what do I need? What do I need? And connect with your being, connect with your body, your mind, your spirit, to ask yourself, what do I need today? How am I feeling today? Do you need anything today? How can I serve you today? Before you are able to go out and serve the world and serve your husband, your wife, your mates, whatever you want to call it, your partners, your children. Serve yourself first so that everyone is able to have the best aspects of you, the highest aspects of you, a clear mind, right? And they're not meeting you from the space that you were already in from yesterday. So that's why it's important that we are beginning to put in certain practices and things in our lives that are going to help us stay in clarity. It's going to help us love ourselves a little bit more and release a lot of this pain body and this fear that we all are carrying upon this planet. It's time to elevate and raise your spiritual consciousness. We are in this awakening process, right? So, excuse me, the other energies that I was getting, I've been getting a lot of messages today about this topic. And the other energy that I received was in reference to how to handle all of the emotional trauma, this war on the planet and understand that frequency and understand the fear that it causes us to have. And it is very important that we allow ourselves within our families, within our relationships and our friendships to come together and connect together and just send love out. Just send a prayer out. Instead of being in a space of, oh my God, this is what's going to happen. We're going to, all these things that, what's the hell's going to go on now? And it's just like allowing us to shift this consciousness with just pure thought. It will change things. Believe it or not, it does. If it'll change the way that you move in your life and the way that you have your relationships, you know that's energy. And that's going to energetically affect everyone in your life. Or therefore, it's going to affect everyone in their life. It's going to affect your children when they go to school. It's going to affect your workplace, the way you work and talk and communicate with people at work. It's going to affect them, and it's going to affect the way it's just on the line. So we all are affecting each other. And if we allow ourselves to tap into ourselves, then we have enough grace and compassion for each other. And we will begin to speak and handle each other differently because we are not in fear mode, right? Survival mode, conqueror mode. If we just take that time, that simple 5-10 minutes of self-care and self-reflection to be able to be a better husband, a better wife, a better sister, a better brother, a better lover, a better community, you know? This energy, and I'm being guided about insight, and that is moving deeper into your spiritual perception and pulling those different things of self-evaluation, right? Of self-understanding, to go deeper so that you can begin to shift and rebirth the way that you move in your life. It doesn't take a lot to begin. You know, we always think we have to do so much to change something, and it can be simply just the way you communicate with yourself. It can be simply as the way you communicate with your loved ones and, you know, your work partners or whatever. You know, it can be simple things that we can do. I'm sorry, guys, I gotta move this. To be able to, you know, affect each other and affect the planet, okay? Yeah, I'm getting a lot of insight and master eye perception. So that is a lot of the breaking away from this program, from this third dimensional perception of way we were taught to see the world, these perceptions of what fear was to us, and how we're changing the perception of fear and taking back our power by a lot of us that have worked from home, by allowing ourselves to dream again, by allowing ourselves to do things that we kept pushing aside within ourselves and not feeding our inner child, not feeding our creative sparks. This is a part of it. This is a part of the awakening. This is a part of that, those lies that we were told that your gifts can't make room for you. That's just a hobby. These things are lies. So as we allow ourselves to continue to feed our inner being, our inner truths, and start small and allow ourselves to play with ourselves again and become those beautiful, magical children that we really are, because all of us ain't nothing but big kids, right? So if we allow ourselves to play, like paint or build things, or, you know, teach your kids how to paint, teach your kids how to build something, teach them something other than fear. Teach them something other than your anger and your frustration and your sadness. Teach them something different. Teach them that those things they have in them that they dream about, they want to do, and that you see them being creative about. Feed them. Feed them more into it. Not just what the program told you, how they can survive in this 3D dimension. We are moving from this dimensional consciousness. We are moving into a fourth dimensional, higher love, vibrational energy. That is why we are releasing so much pain. Because we have to shift the consciousness, meaning the way that we see ourselves as human beings, the way we see ourselves as divine sparks of God's force energy, the co-creators that we are, you see. So let me go here as I'm getting a space. A lot about how we allow ourselves to begin. So I'm getting some energy about how do I begin that. You can begin this energy by allowing yourself to detangle your thoughts. And what I'm going to do for you all is allow, I'm going to put a link and make a newsletter, like a little self-reflection project for you, so it can help you detangle yourself and detangle your emotions, you know, so you can get some clarity about what it is that you need to release and reprogram within yourself. I'm going to do that, so I'm going to definitely put that up, and you guys can subscribe to my newsletter and my Cosmic Embrace YouTube channel to get that download, so you can have that. And I got other resources and things that will help you. Some of us just need some tools, right, to help us. Let's look at something and take that time for yourself to do that for yourself. We're so used to instant gratification that we don't even sit down and read anything to feed our beings, to change our thoughts. You're so busy being fed by this media. You're so busy being fed by all these illusions that you don't even take the time to sit within self and detangle yourself. It takes courage to see yourself so that you're able to rebirth and blossom into what your true heart wants you to be. So you're releasing the fear, and it's all right. We are afraid. We are traumatized. We have lost people we loved. But when you really begin to connect with your heart and release the fear of someone leaving here, this planet, you begin to understand that they're not really gone. You can still feel them. You can still communicate with them, and your ancestors will help you and guide you. It's just about allowing yourself to become a dream again. Spirit says, whoa, dream again. Allowing yourself to dream again so that you're able to birth what is deep in the belly of your being without judging it. Use it, play with it, right? The more that we play, you know, I have learned so much about the power of belief. And a lot of us, you know, really talk about manifestation. I'm going to manifest this. I'm going to manifest. And understand that you can want a manifestation and you can speak manifestation, but if you don't believe what you have spoken into the ether, it's going to be at almost like a resident, like a low vibration, because under the belly of it is riding fear, right? Scarcity. It ain't happening fast enough. The microwave effect, you see. So when we allow that manifestation, that want, that desire that you are requesting from all-knowing source. Creation. You are a co-creator of that knowing. So when you are speaking into the ether, just get it, just not have it in your mind. Speak it out of your mouth. Put pen to paper and allow the momentum to begin and keep believing it. And I know that it's hard to believe when you're in pain. That it's hard to believe when you're in that right now need. It's hard when you are afraid that you're going to lose everything you loved and believed in. You have to allow yourself to go into a space of serving self and asking self, what is the things that's going to serve me for my highest good? What are the thoughts that I can begin to speak into the creation, that I can allow the momentum of that energy to take place and sit in it and get those nudges and those pushes and those resources and those people, places, and things to begin to come forward into my life and create beautiful music with me. And before you know it, that manifestation is present. And then you immediately go to the next manifestation. What do I want? This is what I need. So when we are able to watch and become the observer of what it is that we are asking for, what it is that we are speaking into the ether about, that we're wanting to manifest, that we're wanting to change, that we're wanting to release, that we're wanting to heal, that we have to allow grace to take place. And you have to speak these things and connect to these things that will allow the momentum of that particular thing that you're asking for to come forward, and not get angry that it ain't happened yet. You know, that's the thing. So that's that retraining of the mind that I want it right now. We have to remember the retraining of the microwave program. And when you believe, you're trusting yourself. You allowing yourself grace. You allowing momentum to take place because you believe and you know everything is going to work out for your highest good. Everything is going to come right on time. Everything is going to be right where it's supposed to be. And you move in it and believe it, right? And you touch it every day. You touch it with love. You touch it with a knowing, right? You touch it by new thoughts and creative energy that comes in reference to that manifestation. You touch it. You touch it by when you say, I got to get a one contact today because that's a part of my manifestation. You touching it. We're so busy ready to get to the top that we keep forgetting about the in-between. Allow the in-between to birth you. That is the rebirth and the birthing of what it is that you're wanting to bring forth in your reality, in your space. So that is that fire and that energy that we're feeling in the center of our being. That's that momentum that you're feeling in your solar plex that's driving you. And a lot of us have gotten that jolt of energy, that creative spark that is coming in while we are releasing pain. So we're making room. We're making room for the rebirth. We're making room for our seeds that we have already spoken, planted in the ground to birth. So allowing yourself to feel that fuel and be gentle with yourself in that fuel and get excited about new ideas that are coming into your mind. Get excited about new thoughts that you're having in reference to yourself. Oh, I want to take better care of myself. Right? Oh, I love myself today. Just the simplest, smallest things that we're able to do to begin to create a different response to ourselves, to feed and nurture our desires of our hearts. Okay. The blossoming, the gifts of April. The gifts of April, they say. The gifts of April in the soul. So allowing the energy, the energy that I'm feeling, it feels so good. It just makes me smile. It's like allowing the seeker to come out. Like allowing the little, I'm seeing like a squirrel digging for a nut in the ground because he knows that the nut is there. And he's digging and digging and digging and digging and digging and digging, and he'll stop and he'll come back and he'll dig and it's like that kind of energy, but it's an excitement because it knows that it's there, because it feels it, it senses it, it smells it, it tastes it. So this is the same level of momentum that we have to have, the same level of imagination that we have to have for ourselves in our lives to begin to live the life that you desire. Y'all get off the freaking media. Meaning, stop trying to create your life of what you're seeing in this media. Stop feeding the freaking low vibrational matrix. Raise your vibration. We have to create a new reality of which we desire to live and we desire to thrive, so that you're not in those spaces of judgment because you don't look the way these people look and you don't have the material things these people have. Because you got to understand, a lot of these people, it takes a little bit of so much self-absorption and not giving a shit about people and only having a hidden agenda for people and pretending to be spiritual and whole and truth. These people are deceiving you. So you have to allow yourself to have a higher perception. Tap into your intuition. Begin to trust yourself. Begin to trust your higher wisdom speaking to you. Stop second guessing yourself. It's called trust. Trusting thyself. Believing in thyself. As I trust myself, I believe in myself. As I trust thyself, I trust what I am calling into my life. When I trust myself, I understand the relationships, the people, places, and things that are in my path because I have manifested them in my path. The things that are currently in your life is things that you already requested in manifestation a long time ago. So you have to begin to move in the present moment from creating from that space. It keeps you from looking backwards. It keeps you from being stuck in the past. So when you're able to love yourself enough to begin to unleash your creativity, to unleash your inner truth of what your heart is saying to you, and be vulnerable enough to yourself to speak your heart and be guided by your heart, and your higher wisdom and intuition will protect your heart when you believe it and you trust you. Yeah. When you believe it and you trust you. That makes sense. I hope that makes sense to you guys. When you believe it and you trust you. So that means that you trust people, places, things in your life. You trust every relationship that's in your life. You trust that you're going to have the higher wisdom and the discernment to see what that person, place, and thing is bringing forth into your life. The things that you're needing to heal and have self-care and self-love for. And this is when you are allowing yourself to move in the space of daily practices to rebirth within your being. What is it that I'm not doing, and checking in with myself so that I don't walk around angry and frustrated. So I don't walk around having suicidal thoughts. So I don't walk around feeling like I don't belong here. I don't want this anymore. You have to go deeper into yourself and ask this level of truth. What do I need? And if you don't know, change the way that you're moving. Change the way that you're moving by taking simple things to implement in your life. Deep breaths in the morning. Go stand outside. Let the sun hit you in the morning. Whatever it is, do something different. Change your routine. Change the program of how you've done things, because those things are not serving you. And when you're doing that, then you're able to move into the space of, what am I manifesting? What are my intentions? What do I want? What do I desire? What am I afraid of? Why am I afraid of that? Why don't I love myself enough to try? You start to ask yourself all of these questions so that you're able to feed your beingness in order to rebirth yourself, right? To rebirth yourself in your life, and to forgive yourself, more importantly of anything. When you're able to start moving in that space of self-care and self-love, you're able to move deeper into a space of choice. Make healthy choices, wise choices, right? And you're able to understand the lessons of those particular situations and choices that you have already had. And you're able to review that in your mind and learn from those choices. And then choose a different way. That's rebirthing. That's changing. That's loving yourself enough to change. And so, let me see if Spirit is saying anything else to me here. I really appreciate you guys jumping on over here on Facebook. All of my people on Facebook, if you have not signed up for Cosmic Embrace, my YouTube channel, please jump over there and subscribe. I really would appreciate it. I'm trying to get my subscribers up over there, and you know, try to learn these streams and all these different things. So please assist me in that. And so some energy I'm pulling up here is about, I asked for angelic guidance, and the energy was talking about courage and bravery. You know, it takes courage to love yourself. How about that? Ooh. It takes courage to love yourself. It takes courage to accept yourself where you're at in your life, in your physicality. It takes courage to love yourself and to be brave, right? Thank you, Anna. Hi, Ashley. Thank you guys for jumping on. I appreciate you. But again, I was saying, go over to Cosmic Embrace, sign up, and please share and like this information. I have other things on there as well. So please share and like those things. Thank you. And also, a lot of energy, some other angelic energy that I received today was about abundance and blessings. Abundant blessings. Abundant blessings. So that is about a vibration that is present. So as you are journaling and you are writing out your desires of your heart, staying focused in that energy and knowing that this is what's present, abundance and blessings. And knowing that abundance is not all about what you consider as money. Abundance is resources, abundant joy. Ask for this energy. Ask for abundant joy. Ask for abundant love. Ask for abundance of compassion. Ask for the abundance of resources. Ask for the abundance of love in the community. Ask for these things. Speak these things out into your home. Ask for abundance for my children, the blessings of their lives. Ask for the peace in their minds and in their spirits, that their minds are not corrupted by this matrix, these lies, Ask them to give you wisdom. Ask your spirit guides and your ancestors to give you higher wisdom so that you're able to understand the children of this time. Because the children of this time are different. They vibrate differently. They are more in tune with their emotional states. So allow them to communicate to you. Allow the abundance of information and guidance to come forward in acceptance, in joy, in peace, and harmony. We ask for this. We ask for this level of abundance in our lives. We ask for this level of abundance and bravery and courage in our lives. So that is my message for today. And I want to just kind of leave you all. Oh, thank you, Ashley. And I want to just kind of ground this energy in, because again, I am being pulled again to set some energy in for you all, and to bring forth the manifestation energy, because it is so high. And when you think about the connection to your thoughts, and when you're wanting to create, especially in this time when things have been seeded, your dreams, all those things that you keep speaking are seeded. They are ready to blossom. They are ready to birth. So we are going to seal that energy into our sacred hearts and allow ourselves to pull that in for the week. Okay? Oh, and let me also leave you with, I'm being guided because I didn't get to do my mudra Monday. So I'm being guided to do it now because this energy is so high, and I'm sure a lot of you guys can feel it, because it, you know, some of us are tired and having headaches and sleepy, and because these energies are coming down and we're feeling lethargic and out of self and out of body. These are a lot of rays of light and frequencies being into the earth, and it's affecting us. We are energy, we are sound, we are frequency. So we're being recalibrated. So allowing yourself to rest, allow yourself to be quiet, right? Allow yourself to go within, in your stillness, in your quiet space, in your quiet time, you know, allowing yourself this. So the energy I picked up a mudra is activation. You see that? That's great. I'm definitely going to post it. Okay. This energy of activation and doing your mudras is about transformation. What we talked about is about your inner fire and cleansing. That's that rebirthing, that's bringing in your courage and your passion, that is centering into your solar plex, your power center, your chi, your instinct that lives here. So we are going to, the way you bring this energy in, you're going to bring your tips of your thumbs together, and with your palms facing down, pointed all your inner fingers together to meet the knuckle. Bring the hands to the front of the belly and the navel. Relax your shoulders and your spine. So this is how this looks. Let me show you. Bringing your hands knuckle to knuckle and your thumbs together like that. So your thumbs like a triangle V and your hands down, pointing down. Okay? And when you're doing your mudras and mantras and activating, it's a very relaxing space. You can relax, just pull that energy right to the solar plex. And you're relaxing your shoulders. And when you're activating this energy, and when you go over to my Cosmic Embrace page, we're going to have that Mudra Mondays and meditations, and I'm going to teach you about mudras and meditation, so that we will start that up Monday, next Monday, and have that posted. So we're going to get deep into that. All right, so you can start learning how to activate these medial lines and energy within your body that's helping you change and assist you. Okay, so Again, we're going to put thumb to thumb, knuckles to knuckles, bring it down by the solar plex, and we're going to activate and awaken my inner treasures. Ooh, I like that. So we're going to just take a breath. I want you to get into that position, taking a deep inhale, bringing your hands to the heart. Just inhaling and acknowledging gratitude for you taking time out today to share with me and listen, and that you've received anything that you needed to receive in your sacred heart. As we are inhaling and releasing, as we are bringing this energy down into the belly of ourselves. So as you have brought that energy down here, go ahead and just simply shift your knuckles like that and bring your thumbs up and pull that energy right to your solar plex. And begin to take deep inhalations and releasing. Inhaling and releasing out. Inhaling and releasing out. Beginning to sense, feel, and acknowledge the energy that you received. Now we're going to begin to just speak the affirmation. I activate and awaken my inner treasures. Inhale and release. I activate and awaken my inner treasures. Inhaling and releasing. I activate and awaken my inner treasures. Inhaling and releasing. Allow yourself to feel the energy. Allow yourself to feel like if you need to purge and cry, allow yourself to move into that space. As you are releasing what no longer serves you in your thoughts. I activate and awaken my inner treasures. Inhaling, keep moving down the body with this affirmation. Now let's sit it right in the solar plex where the hands are holding. I activate and awaken my inner treasures. Inhale and release. Allowing the mind to wander and bring it right back to the affirmation. I activate and awaken my inner treasures. Inhaling and releasing. One more inhale. As we inhale, we're going to bring in a beautiful white light of God Force protection, sealing us up in this affirmation, sealing us up in the power of our words, sealing us up in I activate and awaken my inner treasure. Allow the energy to surround your whole beingness. Place your hands on your thighs, arms, palms up and open as you are receiving. Beautiful. One more inhale. So I thank you all for coming and jumping on with me. Again, please go over to my YouTube channel, Cosmic Embrace, for this is the main place I will be wanting to stream from. I am working on my streaming to get on all the platforms. So thank you guys for coming on with me. If you're interested in a session, I am doing life path readings and all other type of readings, services. I am open and I am available at my private location. So please jump over to my website, which is mariposasgardenbutterfly.com. That will be on my bio. You can find that information on Facebook. On the YouTube channel, I'll have it at the links below. And also, if you're interested in learning more about meditation, I do have my ebooks available on my website, Meditation Flow, which helps you find your particular way of meditation and practices. And then also another great book I have on there is your chakras, information about the chakras to really learn about your soul's blueprint. And some other wonderful, great books, Divine Feminine Energy, just some good stuff. Go over there and jump on over there and subscribe. And also subscribe to my newsletter that I send out, self-reflections, worksheets, and exercises for you to do to just kind of start to, activate yourself and give yourself some tools to begin to change the things that you're needing to change in your life. So I look forward to seeing you all next week. And I love you all for jumping on. Peace, love, and light be upon you. Peace.